bigger than me.
Well, First News, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Jim Hanzo on your official weather station, WWL, AM, FM, and .com. Will continue to be rather chilly this afternoon. Looking ahead to the weekend, we dry out with some sunshine on Friday and Saturday with highs in the lower 60s, but clouds return Sunday, but highs do stay in the 60s. The forecast from your local weather expert, WWL TV meteorologist Dave Nussbaum, is on the way. Rookie Zion Williamson makes his long-awaited NBA debut.
I want to see it.
The Spurs for an 8:30 tip-off tonight. Publisher of the Locked On Pelicans podcast, Jake Madison, says with the Pels playing good basketball, the team will not rely on him to score a ton of points.
He'll be out there trying to grab rebounds, something the Pelicans have struggled with at times this year. So he'll be able to go out and make an impact.
New Orleans has won 11 of its last 16 as it makes a push for a playoff spot. A precautionary boil water advisory is in effect for the town of Abita Springs.
The town's public works director
Again?
says an electrical issue at the well prevented the tower from automatically refilling. So the entire town of Abita Springs is under a boil water advisory. Until further notice, you should boil tap water for 1 full minute before using it.
WWL TV's Tom Trump. House managers present their case of the Senate impeachment trial of President Trump. CBS News special report opening arguments in the Senate impeachment trial. Democrat Adam Schiff says the framers of the Constitution wouldn't like the president's behavior for a man, in short, who would be a king.
We are here today in this hallowed chamber, undertaking its solemn action for only the third time in history because Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States, has acted precisely as Hamilton and his contemporaries feared.
Republican Lindsey Graham says the process has been unfair.
Schiff, Nadler, and Pelosi impeached this president in 48 days. I wouldn't give them the time of day. They're on a crusade to destroy this man.
Democrats want to hear from former National Security Advisor CBS's Ben Tracy on why Mr. Trump says no chance.
He said John Bolton knows my thoughts on other world leaders. He knows a lot of other things, so we can't let him testify. Kind of some pretty blunt honesty there from the president.
CBS News special report, I'm Peter King. Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy says yesterday they blocked a long day fighting over the trial rules.
We spent about 12 hours talking over something that we're going to talk over once more in 4 days. We were here till 2 a.m. last night.
Democrats will now have 24 hours in the upper chamber to make their case. One of the members of the U.S. House of Representatives assigned to defend President Donald Trump through the impeachment process is a lawmaker from Louisiana. We get more from WWL's Dave Cohen.
Congressman Mike Johnson of North Louisiana says he's going to help the White House any way he can, particularly in making sure that the voters understand what's happening in the impeachment trial.
Will be not so much in the court, but in the court of public opinion, and that is to assist the White House and the president in reinforcing the arguments in the media and in the follow-up questions that come through the trial proceedings.
He's also advocating to get the trial moving along and get it over as quickly as possible, saying it does not behoove our country to drag it out incessantly.
The wind has moved its heart at the collapsed Hard Rock construction site in New Orleans, and the remains of one of the workers who died can be seen from the street. The city is asking the public not to take photos. The controlled implosion of the construction site is scheduled for March. A team of scientists say they've come up with a
That's
new
like telling
espresso
the
recipe
people-
that tastes good. Could save the nation's coffee chains more than $1 billion a year. CBS News correspondent Vicki Barker reports.
The international team of mathematicians, physicists, and materials experts says using a coarser ground of coffee actually results in a more consistent espresso and uses fewer beans. They trialed their theory in an Oregon coffee shop, which reported saving thousands in the first year.
On Wall Street, the Dow was up 62 points before the hour, while NASDAQ up 45. Oil down $1.38 at $57 even. WWL Sports.
Basketball's Thanos arrives in the Smoothie King Center tonight. Zion Williamson's ready to make NBA debut and isn't worried about being rusty after missing the Pelicans' first 44 games.
This is basketball. This is what I do. Been doing this since I was 4. Gotta go out there, have fun, and to be with my teammates.
Williamson will be on a minutes restriction coming back from knee surgery. Tip-off in the Smoothie King Center against the San Antonio Spurs is at 8:30. It will be televised nationally on ESPN. I'm Steve Geller with WWL Sports, brought to you by the Hood Auto Group with 6 locations on the North Shore.
Thanks, Steve. Today at 4 on Sports Talk with Bobby Hebert and Christian Garrick. Zion Williamson makes his much-anticipated Pelicans debut. Will he live up to the hype? Then at 7, go inside LSU basketball on the Will Wade Show. Weather and traffic next. WWL News Talk 105.
Quick question. When you leave work, who do you trust